You do curls in every single workout, but your arms still look like sticks. Here's why. Your biceps only make up about 1/3 of your upper arm. Meanwhile, the biggest muscle on your arm has been almost completely ignored. Let me fix that for you. Yeah, you need solid bicep. But if your goal is thick, impressive arms, the triceps are doing most of the heavy lifting. They're what actually make your arms look thick, powerful, and complete. Look at these two arms. Same biceps, different triceps. See the difference? Almost everyone is making the same mistake here. Even if you are training triceps, you're probably not hitting the part that contributes the most to overall arm size. There's one head that does more for making your arms look thick than the other two combined. Ignore it, and your arms will stay skinnier than your "I skipped leg day" excuses. In this video, I'm giving you the perfect triceps workout that hits all three heads, with special focus on the one that creates the biggest visual difference. Training at home? No problem. I'll give you bodyweight alternatives too. So you've officially run out of excuses. But before we jump into the workout, you need to understand what you're actually training. Your triceps literally means three heads, three separate muscle bellies that make up the back of your arm. First is the lateral head, the outer part. That's the one that helps create that famous horseshoe shape when you flex. Then there's the medial head, smaller and deeper, closer to the elbow. It's not the most visible, but it assists in almost every pushing movement. And finally, the long head. This is the biggest of the three, which means it has the most potential to add serious size to your arms. Yet somehow it's the one most people train completely wrong. And there's one important difference. Unlike the other two heads, the long head crosses the shoulder joint. Remember that, because in about 30 seconds, you'll understand exactly why that matters. Still not convinced? Look at the classic front double biceps pose. Everyone stares at the biceps. Okay, now stop looking at the biceps. Look underneath the arm, at that thick slab running along the bottom. That's the long head. Now compare someone with a well-developed long head to someone without one. The difference is ridiculous. It almost looks like a second bicep growing from the opposite direction. That's what makes the arm look thicker, denser, and more three-dimensional. So why does most people's long heads stay underdeveloped? Walk into any gym and check out the cable station. What is everyone doing for triceps? Cable pushdowns. Pushdowns. Single arm pushdowns. Pushdowns while chatting. Pushdowns while scrolling their phone. Apparently every problem in life can be solved with another set of pushdowns. Don't get me wrong, pushdowns are a solid exercise. They hammer the lateral head hard. The problem is, for some people, that's the only triceps movement they've done for the last 5 years. Remember what I said about the long head being different? Because it crosses the shoulder joint, it gets a much greater stretch when your arm is overhead, and muscles can benefit tremendously from being challenged in a lengthened position. In a pushdown, the long head doesn't get nearly the same stretch. So if pushdowns are your entire triceps routine, you're spending all your time training one part of the muscle, while the biggest head sits in the corner wondering, is today finally my turn? That's why every serious triceps session should include at least one overhead movement. No exceptions, no excuses. Now let's look at the best exercises for building massive triceps. If I could only keep one triceps exercise for the rest of my life, it would be the overhead triceps extension. Why? Because it targets the long head while putting it in a deeply stretched position. It's exactly what we want for a serious growth stimulus. Dumbbells, cables, or bands, the principle is basically the same. Keep your elbows high and pointed forward. Then lower the weight as far behind your head as your mobility comfortably allows. Don't cut the stretch short. That's the whole point of the exercise. If you struggle to keep both elbows locked in place, or one arm is noticeably weaker, single arm overhead extensions work just as well, and they can often give you a better mind-muscle connection. No equipment. Grab a towel or resistance band. Hold one end behind your back with the bottom hand, raise the other end overhead, and extend against the resistance with the top arm. Aim for 4 controlled sets of 10 to 15 reps. Enjoy the stretch, control the lowering phase, and make sure it's your triceps doing the work, not momentum. Once you've stretched the long head, it's time to go heavy. Every good triceps workout needs a heavy compound movement. For me, that's dips. A dip machine or close grip bench press can work just as well. These movements primarily hit the lateral and medial heads, while allowing you to overload the triceps with much heavier loads than isolation exercises. Stay upright, keep your elbows close to your body, and lower yourself with control. The more you lean forward, the more your chest takes over. So if bigger triceps are the goal, don't accidentally turn your dips into a chest workout. When body weight gets easy, add weight with a dip belt or by holding a dumbbell between your feet. Training at home, 2 sturdy chairs can work surprisingly well. And when that's not enough anymore, throw a backpack on your back and fill it with some heavy stuff. Congratulations, your backpack just became gym equipment. Go heavy here. Target 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. This is where your triceps learn to produce force, not just tolerate the burn. Now if the overhead extension is the king, skull crushers are the prince. They're another excellent long head builder that also hits the lateral head. Use an EZ bar or a pair of dumbbells. But here's where almost everyone makes the same mistake. They lower the weight directly toward their forehead. That's the beginner version. Instead, try lowering it slightly behind your head and allowing the elbows to drift back naturally. That small adjustment can put the long head into a much deeper stretch. And now you know exactly why that matters. No weights? Find a sturdy table, desk, or chair. Place your hands on the edge. Keep your body straight like a plank. And bend your elbows to lower your head below your hands. Keep the elbows high and pointed forward so the long head stays involved. Same idea as the weighted version. 3 sets of 10-12 reps. Control the eccentric. This isn't a race. Your triceps don't get bonus points for speed. We've built the thickness. Now it's time to carve the horseshoe. Time to target the lateral head. And this is where cable pushdowns shine. Keep your elbows locked tight to your sides. Push the rope all the way down. Then separate your hands at the bottom. That final little flare is what really helps you finish the movement and squeeze the lateral head. No cable machine? Diamond push-ups will do the job. Place your hands close together under your chest, forming a triangle, and keep your elbows tight to your ribs. Too hard? Drop to your knees or elevate your hands. Too easy? Elevate your feet or throw on that weighted backpack again. Finish with 3 sets of 12-15 reps. And on the final set, take it close to failure. If your triceps still aren't cooked, throw in a mechanical drop set. Trust me, your triceps won't forget it. And if you've been training your arms for months but they still aren't growing, remember this. Stop treating your triceps like an afterthought. Build the long head. Overload the muscle. Train through a controlled range of motion. And give your arms a reason to grow. Because bigger arms aren't just about doing more curls. Sometimes, the muscle you've been ignoring is the one that's been holding back your entire physique. If you found this workout useful and you want more science-based fitness tips that actually help you build muscle, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next workout.